Hello, this is Broly, SS God, back at it again with another video. I'd like to talk about um, how Capcom is having a problem with Sony selling their system at a very high price for the OG, triple OG, OG, triple OG base PS5. And yeah, they said right now they have a hard time getting Monster Hunters to sell well because not enough players are buying the OG PS5 because the price is so high. Now, I heard some YouTubers talking about how the PS6 is gonna be twice as much high, very expensive, out of reach of the players, and you're not gonna be able to afford it. But look at the PS5 Pro right now, and people can't afford that. They're complaining about it, even though the content creators are saying that had somebody buy the console, they had to buy the console for them. You feel me? So like, it ain't like they bought it out of their own pocket. And another thing too about these content creators, they said they're talking about how people can't afford shit, but yet sit there and tell their fans to like, oh, if you want me to buy this game, if you want to buy this buy this game, I'm gonna need you to help me support, donate this and donate that. Like, what, nigga? You what? No, but you're big dog. Remember, you're not supposed to be broke at all, right? You're supposed to be big to have the money in your pocket to buy everything you want. To come out your own pocket. Why you gotta have people donate for it? I don't like that. It's been a hypocrite. One minute you telling your fans that they can't afford nothing, that you can't afford to them. So you telling your fans, your audience to go donate this and donate that. I hate that, bro. I can't stand people that sit there and tell somebody what they can't afford when they can't afford it themselves. When they sit there and have people buy them all these systems, all these PCs, all these consoles. They get it for free. That's why they don't care about price. That's exactly why they don't care about a price of anything. They don't care when they got somebody buying it for them. Why would they care about how expensive something costs? Like a 5090 and up. Come on, bruh. They don't care about the price. We hear a consecrated to my son. I would gladly pay $100 for Grand Theft Auto 6. Why would you say something like that? Oh, that's right. I forgot. You don't gotta pay for it. You don't gotta pay for it. Somebody else will buy it for you. You use somebody else's money to pay for stuff. That's what you do. So all you gotta do is use somebody else's money. That's why I guess, even if I had if I had it that way, I would not sit here and have my donations. My followers sit there and buy everything for me like that. I know, you know why? Because I know that people have their own struggle, their own stuff they gotta take care of. You know what I'm saying? Just to buy a game with the latest technology to show off. Nah, come on, bro. It's 2025. People got bills got to pay out here. You worry about getting somebody to buy you something that they should be buying for themselves, or buying something different for like their family, or take care of their household. But they got to buy something for you just so you can show it on your channel to be the first. They have the best of the best of this and that. But yet, you got people out here spending money on you. How about you spend your own money for the best of the best for this and that? How about that? Spend your own money. Let me see you go in your own pocket and buy an $80, $100 game each time it come out. Instead of telling us to do it for you. I ain't putting nothing in that shit for nobody. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Speaking of, I don't care, bro. Shit, you got me fucked up spending money on a YouTuber that wants to let's show off something for a couple of minutes that I think never see it again. And if he wasn't using it a lot, I still want to pay for another YouTuber or anybody else. Cause like, well, for what? You know what I'm saying? It ain't mine, it's yours. What it look like? I'm just saying. So like, whatever come out my pocket is going for me and my family and myself. It's not going for another somebody that I don't even know that much. Just to see them on TV here and there, so they could brag about, oh, I got this and that, and then tell other people that they too broke to buy something. But yeah, you got people buy stuff for you. But oh yeah, y'all, if y'all are broke and can't afford it, can't get a PS5, a PS5 Pro, then just say it. You can't afford it. You're broke. Get the bro. Are you serious? Look, this PS5 I have right now, the OG to OG, I couldn't get it for retail because they did not have it in stores. I got tired of waiting on it to get in stores. So I went on StockX and I bought mine for $875. $875. because I couldn't find nothing cheaper than that. Everything else is like 1,000 and up. Like I'm out for 875, bro. I wasn't paying no thousand, $2,000 for no PS5. No way. Most I would go is 900. I ain't hitting no thousand either. 900 is the highest I go. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how it was. It's like I wanted that bad. I got tired of waiting for my PS5, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I paid 875. I was close to $900 for this joint. My I had bought a controller for this joint. I bought games for it and everything. Day one. I had my games already ready for it. I bought my games ahead of time from Amazon. I bought Godfall and I bought Destruction All Stars. I had those two games waiting on me before I got my PS5. So I already had my game straight. I was waiting for my PS5 to drop. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So like I was straight, but it ain't about being broke. It's about buying what you want. It's about buying something that you really feel as though it's gonna make you happy and show you results that you really want to show. And since I'm not a frames guy like that, nah, I just don't see the reason for myself to buy a PS5 Pro. I really don't. That sounds like that's for people that's more of a PC person that love PC settings and they just love PC stuff and it sounds like I ain't gonna lie, it sounds like somebody just love PC to me, like a PC gamer that focus on you know the settings of the frame rates of how high it is. Because we hear, and that's another thing too. Like I be in people's streams and like, listen what they say. It's all PC, though. It's like it's just PC talk, and it's like, ugh. It's supposed to be a console, dude. We talk about mostly PC talk, bro. It's just so annoying. But my thing is, though, you can't be telling somebody that they can't afford something and they can't, you don't know what people go through. I mean, ain't a lot of people can afford, so you're right, but sometimes we can't see everybody like just because the pro ain't selling well or a person don't want the pro, it's just because they just dirt broke and can't afford it. Nah, trust me, if somebody want it, which is myself, I want it bad enough, I could buy it. I can definitely buy it, but I just don't want it that bad. 'Cause to me, it's like I'm just double dipping into the same thing from a PS5 to a PS5 Pro. Nah, the next console I'm gonna have is gonna say a PS6. You know what I'm saying? Not a PS5 Pro, but a PS6. I don't want to feel like I'm double dipping into the same console. Just got one with a stripe on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel, bro. Like only how I would buy a PS5 Pro, I ain't gonna lie. If my OG PS5 just dies out, just kaput, just audio amigo, then I see no I probably get a Pro. Then again, no, I just get a PS5 Slim. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of getting a Pro? Just to say I got a Pro, just to sit there and just you know, um, just sweat the word pro so much, just to say I got a pro, I got a pro. It's just so weird. They act like the pro was a Nike shoe. It's like an Air Jordan shoe or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you wearing your Jordans, nigga? That's how it is with a pro. Like, yes, you pro. It's like, what, nigga? You got your Jordans on, nigga, or your Allen Iversons on? No, nigga, it's not even like that. It's just a mid-century press, bro. You know, ain't nothing but a a console with a piece of black stripe on the side of it. That's all it is. Some black tape. That's all. With slightly better graphics, supposedly, but I don't see that much of a difference. Anyway, though, it ain't really bad to throw that much. What I'm saying is like, if the next generation console PS6 be that high, if we got people right now complaining about how the PS5 is too expensive right now, and you don't see a lot of people buying it for your game, then how you think it's going to be with the PS6? You think it's going to be that expensive? Because if so, and you're not seeing a lot of people buying the PS5 right now, then that's going to be a problem. Because if the PS6 be too expensive, a lot of people ain't going to be buying it. They're not. So if you look at the PS4, they only sold 14 million back in the day. Compared like the OG PS5 was like over 117 million, something like that. So yeah, so not a lot of sales for the PS4 Pro. Not really. So if Sony is smart I was Sony. I was trying to make sure my PS6 is uh, a great sell, a great price. I mean, for like the customer, 'cause like the PS5 Pro is not even selling that well. If you notice it, Sony won't even say how many sales they sold with their PS5 Pro. But keep in mind, though, they sit there and talk about their PS Portal sales, right? There's bragging about that. Somebody outsold the Xbox Series S and X. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they ain't heard nothing about the PS5 Pro sales. Besides lag behind PS4, which is the PS4 sales, but PS4 Pro sales was like 14 million. So that's going to sound like how many numbers, how much is the sale cost price for the PS5 Pro. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Like if you got one, you got one. I don't hate nobody that have a PS5 Pro. I just think it's just annoying that people, some content creators, want to like throw it out on a daily basis and try like they want to sell you a Pro. It's like trying to make you buy one. It's like weird. It's like go get your Pro. You got your Pro. Buy your Pro. Go get. It's like, bruh. That's the weird thing about it. It's like people know what they want. Like why people keep trying to sell something to somebody that they might not even want to have. All this time, bro, people been promoting that Pro like that, dog. And like it's been too long. It's been up for a long period of time. I feel it's like if the Pro gotta be sold off that bad to people, then something ain't right. If you gotta sell a Pro on a daily basis, then something is not right with that Pro. It should not have to be sold by somebody, by a YouTuber that constantly talk about the Pro on a daily basis. Like you work for Sony or something. It's just weird, dog. Like, why? Why keep doing that on a daily basis? Get your Pro. It's like for real, like, because it's just weird, though. It's just so weird and it's so annoying to hear a YouTuber just constantly talk about the Pro like it's the daily bread. It's like like it's like daily. There's some other Pro faithful like it's the Holy Scripture or something. You know what I mean? Like the Book of Pro. It's like it's just so weird, dog. It's like a cult, the cult of Pro, and then everybody in the chat, yeah, everything I paid for is off the Pro. Did you play this on the Pro? But the Pro Pass, it's like, oh, shut the fuck. I'd be so glad when that PS6 come out. I'd be so glad when that PS6 come out just to get rid of the word Pro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, let's get rid of the word Pro. You know what I'm saying? It's just so annoying. So once that happened, I'd be so much more happier. I ain't even gonna lie to you, cause like it's just so PS5 Pro this, PS5 Pro that. It's just bro. I'd be so glad when that PS6 drops, so the PS5 Pro can just fade away to the shadow realms. But anyway, back to the PS6 though. Like I said, right? Yeah, Sony's gonna have to make the price for that PS6 kind of cheap. 500, 400, something like that. Maybe the PS6 handheld 399. 400, maybe $399, $400, and they make like the PS6 $499. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Because if you make it too expensive, it's not gonna sell. Because look at how long it took them to sell the PS5, OG PS5. It's going slow. And look how fast Nintendo Switch sold their consoles. Think about that. It's all about the price range, bro. It's all about that price, baby. That's all there is to it. So anyway, guys, and another thing too, like I said, that's gonna pretty much have make more developers be like, you know what? Yeah, we want to like kind of chill from like doing a lot of pro enhancements because like it's too much working on all these consoles from like Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, PS4, PS5, and the PS5 Pro. Yeah, they gonna be like, you know what? That's too much. We're gonna work on more of the bigger player base because they have a more installment compared to like working on a small, tiny little player base of PS5 Pro. See, I hear Konami, right? Konami's worried about the OG PS5. They're not talking about the PS5 Pro. Think about that. They worry about the main player base. You feel me? That's my point. If they were about the main player base, They're telling you, look, that's our money makers right there. Not your pro. Your pro is not our money makers. You don't have a big enough install base for to be our money makers. They come last, nigga. Your base PlayStation fans, the OG fans come first because they have a bigger fan base. Installment, you know what I'm saying? So I understand that too. So when that PS6 drop, watch what happens. It's gonna be a bigger fan base for the PS6 and the PS5 Pro is gonna fade away. As far as marketing, as far as people talking about enhancements of this, they're not gonna care about enhancements. They're gonna be worried about the PS6. That's my point. So what's the point of buying a PS5 Pro when the PS6 come out, all the enhancements they've been hearing about, it's going to be fading away. So they be worried about the PS6, bro. They're not gonna be worried about no enhancements no more. And they gonna be like, you know what? Keep thinking that the PS5 Pro is gonna be long years and years and years. Okay, let's see how many more enhancements y'all keep getting about that PS6 drop. Enhancements, which is just extra work. Extra work. Enhancements means extra work. I know that, right? Enhancements means they got to go in there and make things extra special, extra work. So nah, that's gonna be extra faded away. It's gonna be extra faded out when that PS6 drops. Trust and believe me. Trust and believe me, bro. You see what happened with Konami in the Metal Gear Solid, right? Well, I mean, I know it happened on everything, but I'm just saying though, like with the Pro, they didn't even get no settings for it. They couldn't even show the settings for the Pro, bro. I was like, they had everything with PS5, didn't they? Performance mode, they had quality mode, settings showing everything up there. But that PS5, look at this with Foundry. Believe me or not. You look at the screen, you see the OG PS5, you see settings mode for both sides, right? Performance and quality. PS5 Pro, they had no kind of settings on the side. They rocking off of OG PS5 performance mode and quality. And yet the OG PS5 did better in like frame rates. I don't care about frames, but yet it's still funny just to see that. You know what I mean? But anyway though, guys, yeah, you gotta watch some of these YouTubers talking about well, people can't afford this and that, and y'all broke, and y'all can't afford this and that. Man, they don't know your wallet. They don't know your situation. You don't know if you want to buy it because you don't want to buy it. That's the problem. Like these niggas feels like this because you don't want it, you can't afford. How about no? I just don't like it. How about that? I don't feel like I need to buy one because I don't want one or need one. But they want to, oh, you just can't afford it. Oh, you just broke in this and that. It's like, and the people in the chat, they didn't want to be saying this shit too. 'Cause they got pros. But yeah, those are the ones that sit there. Look, the ones that sit there and say you can't afford it are the ones that sit there and trade it in their console for one. Trade it in for $500 and tell somebody they can't afford it. But yet, if you could afford it, why you got to trade in your console to buy one? Keep that in mind, right? If you got to trade something in for something else, that means your ass can afford it. You got to trade something else in for it. If you got money like that, you want to trade nothing for what you want to buy. Buy it off your own rip. Buy it off your own. You know what I'm saying? You buy it with your money, cash, with nothing it being traded in for or nothing. You keep what you have and you buy what you want with your money, full price with the money, no trade-ins. Talking about somebody can't afford shit. And I seen plenty of niggas say that too, right? Oh yeah, I traded in my console, my PS5 Pro, my PS5. Okay, that means you couldn't afford it without that PS5 trade in, huh? With your PS5 Pro, you couldn't afford it without the trade in. So that means you was broke. What then? You was broke then, huh? You was too broke to buy it till you traded in for something, right or wrong. You was too broke to buy it till you had to trade it in for something for a Pro. Yeah, trade that PS5 for a PS5 Pro. That means you was broke. You was too broke to get it. That's all it is. That's all it is, bro. 'Cause I know one thing. I ain't trading none of my consoles to get anything I want. I'm gonna keep my. I got my PS5 right here, PS4 right here, PS3 right here, PS2 right here. PS1 been gone, but but that's faded out. But I told myself I'd never trade my consoles in again. And I think the last console I traded was my PS1. Right when I was younger, though. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid, so I didn't care. But like now, like nah, I'm keeping my stuff, so I don't trade in nothing else no more. But anyway, guys, I mean, I don't have a problem with anybody that does it. My problem is somebody that sit there act like they got money like that, but yeah, they got to trade in your stuff or stuff. That's what my point I'm trying to make. So before you call somebody broke and all this stuff, look at yourself first. The ones that sit there and trade it in their consoles just to get a PS5 Pro. I mean, you was broke too, then, huh? So without that PS5, that PS5 trade-in, you would have got that PS5 Pro. You wouldn't have, because if you had the money to get it without the trading in, you would have did it that way. You really would have, unless you hated that PS5 that much, you just didn't care about it. Then yeah, probably so. But still, I still wouldn't trade in my console for another console. Money broke or not, I still wouldn't do it, bro. I still wouldn't do it. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. You know, why some of these YouTubers out here. Oh, another thing before I go to, and keep this in mind. A lot of these niggas be talking about GTA 6 be $100. Check this out though. They said I would gladly pay for it. I would gladly sit here and pay $100 for GTA 6, bro. I kid you not. They be saying that like, well, you know why they say it? Because they know that their audience is gonna pay for it for them. Anything expensive, they gladly want to see it happen. 'Cause you know why? They feel as though a lot of people can afford it, and that gives them more of an opportunity to like brag about it on YouTube videos and show it off. And oh yeah, this is what you don't have right now, huh? Can't afford it, huh? Well, look, I got it now, even though their damn community sit there bought it for 'em. But like, I got it right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to pay a dime for it. I had to pay a dime for it. I got it right here in front of me, and I'm about to show it to everybody what I have. Even though at my own pocket, I didn't pay a dime for it at all, right? And that's how they work. That's why they be saying, "Oh yeah, I would gladly pay for $100 for GTA 6 or $80 for Mario Kart." Like, what? Are you serious? Oh, before I go, guys, another thing too. Be careful. Look, you be having YouTubers talking about like you don't have the power to do anything. Yes, you do. We got the power to sit here and say no with our wallets and not buy stuff. Look at that one game. What's it like? Borderlands? When did her sell the game at like what, $90 or something like that? $90 for the game? Or 39.99 for it, something like that. But they what happened? They changed it. They said, you know what, we're not gonna do it. Look at Microsoft. They said the price of their games now. They had said it's gonna be like $80 for the games next year or this year, at the end of this year, right? For holidays. But they changed the price because you know what? People complain they're not gonna pay for it. It's too expensive. You mean tell me we got the voice and power to change that, but that's the only thing we got the voice and power to doing is changing the prices of games? No. It could be also with consoles too. Look at the PS3. That came out what, $600, right? And what happened? People voted with their wallet, didn't pay for it, didn't buy it. You know, Sony saw it. They waited some years later, and they dropped the price to $299. So yes, we got the power. It's not always just PC players that got power with stuff. Us as console gamers got the power too. But what it is though, you got these PC niggas that's actually that's like PC slash like PlayStation slash console. These niggas try to discourage you of not to say nothing because they want to go to PC any goddamn way. They want to go to PC, so like they want you to be not to discourage you not to say nothing, not to fight for because like why? It defeats them for getting it on PC because they love PC. I ain't gonna lie. You can tell somebody love a PC more than anything else, right? You can tell that. Well, there's some niggas I see. They act like they love the PlayStation like that. They act like they love the Xbox like that. Xbox and PlayStation, but no, nigga, they are really PC, dog. They are really strictly PC. Like they use PlayStation and Xbox as a front, like just to get in more customers, more subscribers. But like we said, nigga talk about constantly with frame rates and this and that, this and that, this and that, and GPUs and all this heavy technology stuff. And then on top of that, they ain't gonna have a. We start seeing people tell you not to fight back for what you want, and like it's just useless to fight and just give in to Sony and let them do what they want. No, because when PC players get mad about certain things, I don't see them. I don't see these same YouTubers telling PC players to not to fight. We just say, oh, PC players ain't gonna stand that. Oh, not the PC race. Oh no, not the master race. Oh no, 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 no. They don't take that kind of stuff. They fight, they fight. But yet, for console players, oh, you got to go ahead, give on up. Don't do nothing, console players. What can you do? It's a win. It's a win for Sony. Sony's not gonna let you do anything you want to do. No, bro. We got the same kind of power that PC players got. It's just the problem is you got these creators that act like they Sony fans. They're really PC niggas. They sit there and they try to trick us like we have no power of what we want out of our games or what we want out of our systems. What they want with coming to exclusivity as well. Like exclusives. Look, Xbox is different because like Xbox had a smaller player base, so I think Phil just said I don't even care. But with PlayStation and plus and also Nintendo, see they got a lot more to lose compared to Xbox. They do a lot more to lose because players as far as like fan base. I mean, Xbox, they only got like what 20 million people, 30 million. I'm not trying to talk trash about Xbox. What I'm saying is like, for Phil said he want over 100 million players, and that ain't gonna happen no time soon. So yeah, so like I was saying, like I can see them doing what they doing as far as like you know, not listen to their fans. Cause like they don't have a lot of fans to for them to even care. I'm sorry to say it that way, but it's kind of the way it looked, right? So um. But with PlayStation and Xbox, okay, keep this in mind too. Sony also did say that they no longer are attached to like selling consoles. So basically, then PS5 Pro would not be getting that love like y'all wanted to have, bro. Because they want to be selling the PS6, but yet they also want to have uh monthly users. So they're gonna have to sell as much PS6 as it's gonna play like this. The first console will always be the main console they're gonna have to sell and love. Sorry, it's a fact, it's the truth. Whatever console come out first is the console they need to sell the most, and it's the console to get the most support because they gotta make sure to maintain players keep logging in, keep buying the console, and keep the console growing as far as players, right? And sales. So why do you think a PS5 Pro or PS6 Pro is gonna get that same kind of love when they really gotta focus on their main priority, which is the OG, triple OG PS5 or PS6? So yeah, like it's gonna be most focused on the next gen hardware. Sorry, it is. So even when that PS6 Pro drop, yeah, we're about the PS7. It's gonna live in the shadow. It's always gonna live in the shadow of that next gen console. And the next gen consoles are always gonna have that much more love than the previous one. Because that's the most valuable one they have. This is the one that's their money maker. They gotta go by what their money makers are doing. So in my opinion, the PS6 will cost not that much. To me, I say about 500 tops. Highest one is 500. Because we got people that's complaining about $600 just for the PS5 Pro. So I'm just saying, like, yeah, 500 for that PS5. I say about 399 for that PS5. Hell, $400 tops. I could be wrong. Could be a whole lot higher. Just assuming it, right? So if they go $600 for a PS5, PS6, I don't know. It's gotta have to do a lot more than what that PS5 Pro is doing. I'm sorry. It's gonna have to do a lot more. It's better. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm gonna have to have like what Xbox is doing right now, with as far as like the online stuff with Steam and all that. Yeah, I can see it then, but yeah, it's got to do more than just being an ordinary PS6, bro. In my opinion. But all right, guys, that's my video. You can like, share, subscribe. And what you think about? Oh, another thing too before I go, guys. Um, I'm making that video about that one. All right, guys, take it easy. God bless, one love, and see you guys soon on the next video. Signing out, bro. This is God signing out. Peace.